So we will start with the chapter complex numbers. Numbers, you know what are real numbers, what are natural numbers, what are integers, what are irrational numbers, right? But now you will be adding a new number to the number system, that is a complex number, right? So what is the need of complex numbers? We have solved so many equations in the earlier classes of the form, like if I want to solve x square minus 1 is equals to 0, right? It will be x square is equals to 1. Now the values of x square is equals to 1, and the values of x will be which values I will put to x so that I am getting the value 1. So we were writing x is equals to plus minus 1, because minus 1 square is equals to 1 and 1 square is equals to 1. So these two, we say that solutions of the equation x square minus 1 is equals to 0, right? Now, if I am having the equation x square plus 1 is equals to 0, then x square will be equal to minus 1, which implies x is equals to plus minus root of minus 1, or which value I will put in x, so that I will be getting on the right hand side minus 1. If I'm putting x is equals to 0, it is 0. If I'm putting x is equals to 1, 1 square is equals to 1. If I'm putting x is equals to minus 1, minus 1 square is again 1. If I'll be putting x is equals to 2, 3, then I will be getting higher values. That means in the real system, in the real number system, right, in the real number system, we denote it with set r, I will be having no value of x such that x square is equals to minus 1. So how to solve this equation x square plus 1 is equals to 0? It is a big question now. So we had to introduce a imaginary number iota, whose value we represent as minus 1. Iota is imaginary number, that means it is a imagination which the mathematicians have imagined, that there will be a number I and named as iota, 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 whose value will be root of minus 1. It is not existing actually in nature, but we have imagined for getting the solution of our equations. That is why this number is called imaginary number, right? So this way the solution of our equation will be plus minus root of minus 1 will be, we will be writing iota. This will be the solution of our equation, right? So this imaginary number was introduced, right, to get the solution of our equations. So what is the definition of a complex number? A number of the form a plus iota b. Iota is imaginary number, but a number of the form a plus iota b, we say it is a complex number. Till now we have learned only the real system, real numbers, but now in this class you will be learning about complex numbers, right? So a number of the form a plus iota b, where a and b are real numbers, is defined to be a complex numbers. For examples, 2 plus 3 iota, minus 1 plus iota root 3, 4 plus iota minus 1 upon 11. That means you can take any value a and any value b, right? But the number should be of the form a plus iota b. And in general, we denote it with Z. Z is equals to A plus iota B. In the complete chapter, we will learning about Z. Whenever Z comes, we know that Z is a complex number and Z is equals to A plus iota B. Now, with A, no iota is associated, so we will be calling this A as a real part and we denote it with R E Z. That means in short we are writing it as real part of Z. Z is A plus iota B. And with B, if iota is associated, right, B is called imaginary part and is denoted by IM, imaginary IM, then Z. It means a short form of imaginary value of Z. And what is imaginary value? The number which is associated with iota, right? The term with iota is an imaginary term. The term without iota is a real term. Okay, and the number of the form A plus iota B is a complex number. For example, if we are taking, if Z is equals to 2 plus iota 5, right, then real Z will be 2, the term without iota, and imaginary Z will be 5, the term with iota. And this point is to be noted: when we are writing imaginary Z, we are writing 5 only. Some students write imaginary Z is equals to 5 iota, which will be wrong. Okay, so you are writing only imaginary term. Imaginary itself means the term is with the iota. So you will be writing imaginary Z is equals to 5 only. The word imaginary itself explain that iota is associated with 5, right? So this was the very basic about what is a complex number, a number of the form A plus iota B. A is also real, B is also real. A and B are real numbers, is said to be a complex number. You can give any example by putting A and B any value. So 2 plus iota 3 minus 1 plus iota root 3, 4 plus iota minus 1 upon 11, all are the examples of complex numbers. Now, how, when we say that the two complex numbers are equal, two complex number, I'm taking Z1 is equals to A plus iota B and Z2 is equals to C plus iota D are equal if real part is equals to real part and imaginary part is equals to imaginary part. That its real is A should be equal to C and imaginary B should be equal to D, right? We will be comparing real and imaginary parts. If real part is equals to real part and imaginary part is equals to imaginary part, we will say that the two complex numbers are equal. Based upon this, you are having very easy question. If 4x plus iota 3x minus y in the bracket is equals to 3 plus iota in the bracket minus 6, where x and y are real numbers, then find the value of x and y. So we are given 4x plus iota in the bracket 3x minus y is equals to 3 plus iota in the bracket minus 6. So it is very important to write comparing real and imaginary parts, right? We are comparing real with real and imaginary with imaginary. Comparing real and imaginary parts we get. So on comparing real with real part is 4x and real part on the right is 3. And here imaginary part is 3x minus y and imaginary part is minus 6. Again, I am telling you, take care. You will not write iota. right? Imaginary means this term is associated with iota, but when you are comparing imaginary terms, you will not write iota, you will write only 3x minus y, that means imaginary term, and minus 6 again imaginary term. So the value of x is 3 by 4, right? Put this value over here to get the value of y. So we can write minus y is equals to minus 6 minus 3x, right? First we will simplify. Minus y is equals to minus common 6 plus 3x, so 6x cancel. Y is equals to 6 plus 3 into, it will be 3 by 4. So 6 plus 3 threes are 9 by 4. So 4 we will be taking the LCM. So taking 4 as the LCM, 6 fours are 24 plus 9 is equals to 33 by 4. So the answer is x is equals to, we are having x is equals to 3 by 4 and y is equals to 33 by 4. This is the answer of this question. So how we will be doing it? First, we are given that the two terms are equal. The two imaginary complex numbers are equal. So we will be comparing real and imaginary parts. So real part is on the left is 4x and real part on the right is 3. Real part is that term with which no iota is associated, right? That is real term. So it is not always that first term is real term. No, the term having no iota is the real term. So from 4x is equals to 3, we can find that x is equals to 3 by 4. Now the second equation, 3x minus y is equals to minus 6. Comparing the term with iota, that means imaginary parts. So we will first solve this. Minus y as it is minus 6. This 3x will be minus 3x. Minus y minus common 6 plus 3x. Minus minus cancelled. So y is equals to 6 plus 3x. 6 plus 3, put the value of x as 3 by 4. It will be 6 plus 3 threes are 9 by 4. Taking 4 as the LCM, 6 fours are 24 plus 9. 24 plus 9 will be 33 by 4. So the value of x is 3 by 4 and y is 33 by 4. We had to find the values of x and y. So we have calculated it. So it is our solution, right? So it is easy. Next, we have some properties that how to add two complex numbers, right? Addition of two complex number, how we will be adding two complex numbers. So if I am having a complex number z1 is equals to a plus iota b and z2 is equals to c plus iota d, then addition is very simple. Add real part to real part and imaginary part to imaginary part. So z1 plus z2 will be a plus c, that means you are adding real to real, a plus c plus iota b plus iota d, a plus c plus iota b plus iota d. Iota you can take common, so it will be a plus c plus iota b plus d, which is again a complex number because it is expressed in the form first number plus iota second number. It is a complex number. Now we have added two numbers, 2 plus iota 3 plus minus 6 plus iota 5. How to add? 2 will be added to minus 6. 2 plus minus 6 plus iota you can take common, 3 plus 5. So 2 plus, it will be 2 minus 6 plus iota 8. So it will be minus 4 plus 8 iota as the answer. How to add two complex number? Add real part to the real and imaginary part to the imaginary. This is how we add two complex numbers. Same way, we can subtract two complex numbers. Z1 minus Z2 can also be written as Z1 plus minus Z2, or you can directly take the difference. For example, you have to take the difference 6 plus 3 iota minus 2 minus iota. So how you will be writing? It will be 6 minus 2, right? 6 minus 2 plus iota common 3 minus minus plus 1. It will be minus minus plus iota. Iota we have taken common. It will be minus minus plus 1. So 6 minus 2, 4 plus 3 plus 1, 4 iota. This is how to take the difference. Just like we take difference of real numbers, but only the we have to take difference here. But iota wali term will be connected with iota, and real term will be connected with real. This is the only thing which is important. Then we can multiply two complex numbers, right? Multiplication will not be real will be multiplied with real. No, we will multiply the two numbers, right? So if I'm having Z1 is equals to A plus iota B, Z2 is equals to C plus iota D, then the product Z1 Z2 is given by AC minus BD plus iota AD plus BC. But you must be knowing how it came. So I am writing Z1 Z2 is equals to A plus iota B and C plus iota D. We will multiply the four numbers, right? The way we multiply two brackets, the same way. First A, I am writing in the bracket, I am writing C plus iota D. Plus iota B will be multiplied with C plus iota D, right? Then AC plus A into iota D will be iota A D plus iota B C plus iota into iota square B D, right? So it will be equal to AC plus iota AD plus iota BC. Now we have not discussed what is iota square. If iota is equals to root of -1, then iota square is root -1 square of that. That means root cancelled and the value of iota square will be -1, right? So iota square is, if iota is equals to root of -1, then the value of iota square will be -1. So I'll put -1 here. So it will be minus BD. So real will be added to real. So it is AC minus BD plus iota. I can take common from these two terms. So I'll be having iota AD plus BC. This way I am getting the result. So it is written Z1 Z2 is equals to AC minus BD plus iota AD plus BC. But you will not cram the result. You will actually multiply the numbers and you will get to know what the output is. This way we are multiplying the two complex numbers. We are actually multiplying the two brackets, right? First A with the complete bracket C plus iota D plus iota B with the complete bracket C plus iota D. A C plus iota A D. Iota B C plus iota into iota square B D. AC as it is, iota AD as it is, iota BC as it is. The value of iota square is equals to -1 because iota is equals to -1. Squaring both sides, root will be cancelled. The value of iota square will be -1. So instead of iota square, I'm putting minus. So it is minus BD. Now AC is real, BD is real. So I am putting AC and BD together in one bracket, AC minus BD. I'm taking iota common, iota AD plus BC in the second bracket. So which is a complex number? Because this is real plus iota and this is your imaginary part, okay, including with iota, this is your imaginary. So this number is a complex number. Now when you have to multiply two numbers, okay, we will be taking this example, so you can easily multiply. So 3 plus iota 5, 2 plus iota 6. There are two methods. One is learn this formula, AC minus BD plus iota AD plus BC, and put the values. What are the values of A, B, C, D? And the other is you multiply the two brackets. Okay. There are two methods. So 3 plus iota 5, 2 plus iota 6. So I'm taking Z1 is equals to 3 plus iota 5 and Z2 is equals to 2 plus iota 6. We have to multiply two numbers, right? So Z1, Z2 will be 3 plus iota 5, 2 plus iota 6. So I actually multiply the two brackets. I feel that it is easy, okay? But it is your choice. If you want to learn the formula, you can learn it. Iota 5, 2 plus iota 6. Now, 3 twos are 6, 6 threes are 18 iota, 5 twos are 10 iota, iota into iota, which means minus 1, right? I'll write in next step. 6 fives are 30, right? So it will be 6 plus, I can take iota common, 18 plus 10. It will be minus 30 because the value of iota square is minus 1. So 6 minus 30 plus 28 iota, which means minus 24 plus 28 iota as the answer. We will tell you also minus 24 plus 28 iota. Okay. So you can actually multiply also 3 plus iota 5 into 2 plus iota 6. First you will multiply 3 with the bracket which is 2 plus iota 6. Then second plus iota 5 you will multiply with the complete bracket which is 2 plus iota 6. You will just multiply like the real numbers, but the iota will be iota here. 3 twos are 6, 6 threes are 18 iota as it is. 5 twos are 10 iota as it is. Plus 6 fives are 30 iota into iota, iota square. 6 iota you can take common from 18 and 10 iota common, 18 plus 10. Iota square value is minus 1. You are putting minus 1, so it will be minus 30. Now 6 is real, minus 30 is real. Put together in one bracket, so it will be 6 minus 30. 18 plus 10 is 28 iota. 6 minus 30. Since 30 is the bigger number with the negative sign, it will be minus 24 plus 28 iota as the answer. This is how to multiply two complex numbers. Then next, the same way we can divide two complex numbers, right? Given any two complex numbers, Z1 and Z2, right? The quotient Z1 upon Z2, we can write Z1 upon Z2 is equals to, it is actually written Z1 upon Z2 is equals to Z1 into 1 upon Z2. Means that division Z1 upon Z2 actually means Z1 is multiplied with 1 upon Z2. Take the reciprocal of Z2 and multiply it with Z1 subject to the condition Z2 should not be equal to 0. This we do everywhere. Whenever denominator is there, the value of that denominator should not be equal to 0, otherwise the function will be going to infinity, because 1 upon 0 is equals to infinity, not defined. Okay, so we are saying that z1 upon z2 is equals to z1 into 1 upon z2, and z2 is not equal to 0. Writing this z2 is not equal to 0 is compulsory. Okay, now for example, we have given z1 is equals to 6 plus 3 iota and z2 is equals to 2 minus iota. What will be the value of z1 upon z2? Okay, in the book direct solution is written, but we will be solving it. Now, we know that z1 upon z2 is equals to z1 into 1 upon z2. z2 is clear, 6 plus 3 iota. What will be 1 upon z2? We will solve that. 1 upon z2 is equals to 1 upon 2 minus iota. Now, this thing, keep in mind for the whole chapter, whenever we will be having a complex number in the denominator, we will rationalize. Okay, it is mentioned, it is not mentioned to you, it hardly matters. It is obvious to you that whenever complex number will be in the denominator, you will rationalize. Okay, so rationalize means multiply it with 2 plus iota and divide it with 2 plus iota. Okay, whenever complex number will be in the denominator, we will rationalize. Rationalize means multiply it with the opposite sign value. It is 2 minus iota, multiply it with 2 plus iota. If we are multiplying, we will have to divide it also, because otherwise the mathematically the statement will not be correct. Now, in the denominator, it will be 2 plus iota in the numerator. In the numerator, it will be 2 plus iota. And in the denominator, it is a formula. A minus B into A plus B. A minus B into A plus B is A square minus B square. Right? So A square minus B square. So I have applied the formula. It is A is 2 square minus B is iota square. So I can write as 2 plus iota. 2 2s are 4 minus iota square. The value of iota square is minus 1. So 1 upon Z2 is equals to 2 plus iota upon 4 plus 1. 2 plus iota upon 5. This is your 1 upon Z2, right? Not Z1 upon Z2. We will calculate it. 1 upon Z2. So I have written 1 upon 2 minus iota. Whenever there is a complex number in the denominator, we will rationalize. Rationalize means multiply with the same term but opposite sign. So 2 plus iota. If I am multiplying it with 2 plus iota, I will have to divide it with 2 plus iota. 2 plus iota as it is in the denominator, a square minus b square. 2 2s are 4 minus iota square. 2 plus iota in the numerator as it is, 2 2s are 4 minus as it is, the value of iota square is minus 1. So it is 2 plus iota, 4 plus 1, 2 plus iota upon 5. Now we will multiply Z1 into 1 upon Z2, right? So we will multiply the two numbers. So we are solving for Z1 upon Z2. Z1 upon Z2, which means Z1 into 1 upon Z2, which means Z1. Z1 was 6 plus 3 iota. 6 plus 3 iota I am writing. And 6 plus 3 iota into Z2, 2 plus it was 2 plus iota upon 5, right? So I'll be writing 2 plus iota upon 5. Now this will be my Z1 upon Z2. Z1 into 1 upon Z2. Z1 is 6 plus 3 iota given in the question, right? 6 plus 3 iota, and Z2 was 2 minus iota, which we have simplified. We have calculated 1 upon Z2, and after the calculation we are getting 2 plus iota upon 5. Now we have to multiply the two numbers. 1 upon 5 I can take out. I will multiply now the two complex numbers. 6 plus 3 iota into 2 plus iota. This you know how to multiply the two complex numbers. 6 you will multiply with 2 plus iota. 3 iota you will multiply with 2 plus iota. So it is 1 upon 5. 6 twos are 12 plus 6 iota plus 3 twos are 6 iota plus 3 into iota, 3 iota into iota, 3 iota square, right? It is 1 upon 5, 12 plus 6 iota plus 6 iota. I am directly adding 12 iota plus 3 iota square. 3, the value of iota square is minus 1, right? Is equals to 1 upon 5. 12 plus 12 iota. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. 1 upon 5. 12 minus 3, 9 plus 12 iota, right? So we will check the calculations again. We have multiplied 6 plus 3 iota with 2 plus iota by 5, because we have to find Z1 upon Z2, which means Z1 into 1 upon Z2. Z1 is given 6 plus 3 iota, and 1 upon Z2 we have calculated 2 plus iota upon 5. So we will multiply 6 plus 3 iota with 2 plus iota. That means we have to multiply two brackets now. First number 6 with the complete bracket 2 plus iota plus 3 iota with the complete bracket 2 plus iota. So 1 upon 5, 6 twos are 12 plus 6 iota plus 3 twos are 6 iota plus 3 iota square. Now it is 12. 6 iota plus 6 iota, 12 iota plus 3. The value of iota square is minus 1, right? So I am putting 3 iota square, 3 into minus 1. So I will simplify 1 upon 5, 12 plus 12 iota minus 3. So 12 minus 3, 9 plus 12 iota. So the complete answer is, I can write as 9 by 5 plus 12 by 5 iota, which is a complex number, because this is real part. In between we have plus sign. This is imaginary, which is of the form a plus iota b, right? So this is how to divide two complex numbers, right? So we have done today what is a complex number, right? A number of the form a plus iota b is a complex number. What is iota? Iota is equals to root of minus, iota is equals to root of minus 1. This we have assumed, right, for calculations, right? This number is a imaginary number, right? This not does not exist in nature anywhere. So the first part of the number a plus iota b, the number a is called real part, and the number associated with imaginary iota is called imaginary part. Real part is written by REZ in short form, and imaginary part is written by IMZ in short form, right? Then two complex numbers are said to be comparable if real part is equals to real part and imaginary part is equals to imaginary part. Then we will say that the two complex numbers are equal. Then we can add two complex numbers, real to real, imaginary to imaginary. We can subtract two real numbers, real part from real part, imaginary part from imaginary part. We can multiply two numbers. Now in multiplication, we will multiply all the four numbers, right? And we have to take care that iota into iota is iota square, and the value of iota square will be minus 1. and then we can divide two complex numbers, right? And whenever we will be having a complex number in the denominator, we will rationalize it. Okay, otherwise it will be it is not possible to find z1 upon z2. 6 plus 3 iota upon 2 minus iota, how you will find it? There is no way. Okay, but if you are rationalizing it, you are solving it, then it is easy to multiply the two brackets and you can find the answer, which is 9 by 5 plus 12 by 5 iota as given in your book. Okay, so next topic we will be doing tomorrow, today up to this only. Okay, and also I have to take a test of relations and functions, those who have covered. Which day? Relations and functions test, but come prepared only.
Friday.
Friday?
Yes
Today
ma'am.
is Tuesday. Okay. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Fine.
बाकियों से भी पूछ लो.
Okay, बाकी भी बता दो.